Hi, Tim. Well, Tim, as a prime example, and I'm going to use this as a genuine one, how do you know what makes a good salesperson? Because one of the big things that actually I've seen over the years is that, I don't know why I'm asking myself, I am allowed to swear on this, is that you get a lot of salespeople that are kind of full of shit. So it's where they talk the talk, they will say to you, oh yeah, in my last company I did 5 million sales and I did this and I did this. But actually, unless you know a lot about sales, how can you tell if someone's actually good and modest or bad and just bragging about what they've done or lying about what they've done? How do you know that? So for Tim, one of the things that you could do, and actually, you know what, I'm even going to do this for you. Within the book, you've got 3 modules on sales, but there are certain questions that actually you can ask them to, get them to run through scenarios with them, get them to qualify you as a buyer in the interview. And what I'll be interested in is it's if they just talk at you and just spout off their CV and say what they've done, or if they actually say to you, look, Tim, what struggles are you having at the moment? Why do you want to hire salespeople? This is all sales qualifying. What is it you're trying to achieve? Why are you trying to achieve it? Why haven't you achieved it without the salespeople? And the more they actually do that, you would then evolve that into something called high value technical selling, is that they would say to you, well, actually, Tim, for your business opportunity, what happens if you don't get any salespeople? And you'd be like, oh God, well, actually, we've raised this money. We want to take the business internationally. We want to go to America. But actually, if we don't have any salespeople to actually promote it, actually, that could be quite bad. And then the salesperson, if they're clever, would say, oh, but okay, so what would that mean? Well, actually, that would mean that we're not getting sales, so actually our funders might get pissed off and actually they're starting to put more pressure on me. The business could fail if we don't get revenue targets to pay back the money that we borrowed. So actually, it's pretty serious if we don't start selling. And then if you've got a very good salesperson, they would say, well, actually, so if I've understood the problem correctly, does this sound about right? And you say, yeah, that sounds bad. So actually, and then what they've done is built up the value that they can bring to an organization to actually say, look, I can help you achieve those goals. And this is exceptionally what I'm good at. And that is a very good salesperson to really understand the size of the problem in the client's mind before they offer a solution is a sign of a very, very, very good salesperson in a way that if they just spout off crap, they're probably not. But the more you understand and know about sales, that's a great way to do it. And it's that kind of same thing of the more you understand about a topic, that the risk to Tim in some ways is actually how do you know what you don't know? So the hassle premium is high in case, and also the opportunity risk is high in case it doesn't go as well as you hope. So if you recruit bad salespeople and the sales don't start coming in, you'll have the cost involved, but you could also be 6 months down the line without actually making progress. And it could be pretty serious, and that's where you won't really kind of want to work with specialist recruiters and or people, or even just when you interview them, use tools like the Roadmap just to kind of sense check. Ask them to explain to you how they prospect customers. And you'll soon actually, do that for an interview. Ask them how they prospect customers and how would they qualify customers. And if they can answer that, they're probably pretty good. If they can't, I'd probably keep looking. Because the issue is with any sales task, if people just cold call, and yes, as you say, we want to sell a granny but not come across that way, that's not actually what you want. Because when you're looking for an ongoing, repetitive, relationship with a customer, the person needs to listen and understand, because that's actually how you pass information up and down the business. At the back, it's page 200, and I know that because I spoke to someone about it yesterday. But there's 7 steps to grow a high-performing kind of business. And one of the big ones is actually getting information that you share up and down the business. So from your frontline sales team, when they speak to customers and really understand their pain points and what they're struggling with, so if they're trying to raise funding but they can't, why, etc., that needs to get passed back both to the marketing team so you can start to tackle that pain point, but then likewise to the board so you can actually adapt the whole business strategy to make sure that opportunities, real presence in the market is as good as possible. And it's this kind of thing that I'm quite good at, just because I've experienced a lot of different things, but it is all in the book. And if you've got any questions, Tim, drop me a message. But that hopefully, I try and explain why different things are of interest. And often it's much better to spend a little bit longer and get it right than it is to jump in, get it wrong, and then lose 6 months, if that makes sense. But no, I appreciate the comment, and if you have any more, please kind of drop me a message.